There's a first time for everything on the Guitar channel, and today I'm going to be checking out some signature strings. These are the John Mayer Silver Slinkies by Ernie Ball. These are the brand new Silver Slinkies from Ernie Ball. They are the signature set of strings for guitarist John Mayer. I'm sure I don't need to tell you who he is. He's quite synonymous in the guitar world, and of course I am holding his signature guitar today. So what I thought would be quite cool, I'm going to compare basically a Silver Sky that's got a set of these new Silver Slinkies on them to just a standard out-of-the-box PRS Silver Sky SE. Now these are both exactly the same guitars. I've opted for the two that have got maple fretboards on them as well, just for reference. There will be stuff on the screen to let you know exactly what strings they are. But just to let you know, the grey one's going to be the one with just the 10 to 46 PRS strings on them. And then the purple one that I had in my lap just a second ago, that's going to be the one with the brand new Silver Slinkies on them. So what are the Silver Slinkies? Well, they're a custom gauge setup from Ernie Ball with a couple of other tweaks made to them as well, but I'll kind of go through them very quickly before I actually stick them on the guitar, and then we'll get some sound examples from them as well, because that's the thing that really matters. But starting with our high E, it's got a 10.5, 13.5, 17.5, a 27, a 37, and a 47, a very custom sort of gauge for this full set. This has obviously been specifically requested by John Mayer himself, and I'll just read you what they say on the back as well, because this is sort of like, you know, their mission statement, I guess. The Silver Slinky strings are the result of an extraordinary partnership between Ernie Ball and John Mayer. Each string has been meticulously engineered with specific gauges and core to wrap ratios that meet John's exacting specifications. I've learned a new word today there as well, resulting in the perfect balance of tone and tension. Essentially, it's a custom gauge and they are reinforced plain strings, the RPS. That's Ernie Ball's kind of longer life set here. But enough with the chat, let's get these on the guitar. Okay, so restring done. The new Silver Slinkies are on this purple Silver Sky here, and I only pricked myself a couple of times, so I think that was a success. But let's get a first impression of these strings, shall we? So immediate sort of impressions, and I guess actually first things first, changing these out from the stock set of PRS 1046s, it's not going to drastically change any of the bridge position or anything like that, because they are technically still in that sort of 10 gauge sort of world there. They feel really nice. The tension is slightly higher, certainly, than the initial ones, the 1046s that come on the the stock PRS SE Silver Sky. A little bit more resistance, obviously, with the tension on the lower end there, just obviously because they are just that one gauge up, but it's surprising like how much you can actually feel with that. Now, if we were to obviously do kind of some more like bendy stuff, obviously on the higher end there. Again, a little bit of extra tension on there, but not too much. I can definitely feel the, like they're not coated, like they don't feel like they're coated. The official term being the reinforced plain strings. So they're obviously like a lot more durable, but they still feel really natural, which is, I guess, one of the massive things, you know, with these, because people don't like that sort of coaty, like slippy feeling. So yeah, certainly like feel-wise, I think they feel great. The slightly, obviously, as I mentioned, the slightly like increased tension on them because they are a bit thicker. Definitely, they kind of are not thick enough on the 11 side, but obviously a bit thicker than the 10s, and that kind of 10.5 on the high end there. But definitely a little bit of time to get used to. But let's compare them to the stock PRS with the PRS 1046 strings on them. Now, purple one, again, that's the one that's got the new strings on them, and then the grey one there, that's the one that's got the stock strings. I will put it on the screen just so you remember, but I'll start with the grey, and then we'll move to the purple. hopefully that gave you an idea of how the brand new Ernie Ball John Mayer Silver Slinkies hold up against a standard set of 10s. Now, that kind of in-between gauge I think is pretty cool, certainly for anybody to try out. Just because, you know, all these kind of like in-between sort of, you know, 10.5, I'm pretty sure there's a 9.5 as well with Ernie Ball. They've got quite a few of these like sort of custom gauges, which definitely give them a try, and certainly for anyone who's a fan of John Mayer, I don't think this is not going to be on your Christmas list. So check them out in the description below. But let me know what you think about the brand new Ernie Ball Silver Slinkies in the comments below. While you're there, give us a like and a subscribe to keep up with all the latest news at GGHQ. But until next time, I've been Kieran, and this has just been a quick look at the brand new Ernie Ball John Mayer Silver Slinky Signature Strings. Have a great day.